It isn't a crime, nor is it surprising to be unaware of the intriguing details of a war that lasted for 6 long years. We could all agree that there is tons of information regarding World War II that we don't know. And that's why today, we would be uncovering those facts and making them known. I'm sure to say, you couldn't have guessed or imagined what you're about to hear. From unknown death toll figures to assassins operating in silence, an entire ghost army directing a dynamic conflict, and the escape of a legendary relic, here is a summary of just 10 World War II little-known facts. 1. The true toll of war. The impact of World War II was far more devastating than many of us realize. While we often hear about the major battles and key figures, the human cost was enormous. China and the Soviet Union experienced the highest losses. China, with its extensive civilian and military casualties, saw around 20 million people die, while the Soviet Union's toll was even higher at about 27 million. Germany, too, suffered greatly, with approximately 7 million casualties. 2. The Ghost Army. One of the war's most intriguing secrets was the Ghost Army, formerly known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. This top-secret unit consisted of 1,100 American artists, designers, and sound engineers. Their mission was to deceive German forces by creating illusions of large Allied forces. They used inflatable tanks and carefully crafted fake radio transmissions to mislead the enemy. These dummy tanks were designed to resemble real M4 Shermans, and the fake radio chatter mimicked the distinctive styles of actual military operators. Operating near the front lines, the Ghost Army created the illusion of a force 30 times its actual size. 3. The Manchurian Incident. Before the well-known blitzkrieg tactics and European battles, the Manchurian Incident was a significant but lesser-known event. On September 18, 1931, the Japanese Quantum Army staged an incident involving a railway in Manchuria, which was only a minor disruption. Despite the limited damage, this event was used as a pretext for Japan's invasion of Manchuria. The civilian government in Tokyo had little control over the Quantum Army, which quickly seized Mukden, now Shenyang, and the rest of Manchuria. This aggressive expansion marked the beginning of Japanese militarism in East Asia and contributed to the broader conflict of World War II. The Manchurian Incident is an important yet often overlooked precursor to the global war that followed. 4. The Mona Lisa's World War II escape. During World War II, the Mona Lisa, one of the world's most famous paintings, was at risk of being seized by the Nazis. Jacques Jaujard, the director of France's National Museums, played a crucial role in protecting the artwork. In 1939, anticipating the fall of France, Jaujard devised a secret plan to evacuate the Louvre Museum's collection, including the Mona Lisa. Art staff, students, and workers carefully packed thousands of artworks and moved them to various safe locations across France. The Mona Lisa was hidden in several castles and abbeys before finally finding refuge at the Musée Ingres in Montauban. Thanks to Jaujard's efforts, the Mona Lisa survived the war and continued to enchant viewers worldwide, demonstrating the resilience of art even in the face of great danger. 5. The origin of Nazi. The term Nazi has a more benign origin than its infamous association might suggest. It actually came from the Bavarian dialect, where it meant simple-minded or ignorant. Journalist Konrad Hayden used it as a derogatory term for members of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, during the Weimar Republic. Hayden probably didn't realize that this term would come to represent one of the darkest periods in history. The adoption of the term by the Nazi regime transformed its meaning, reflecting how language can evolve and acquire new connotations based on historical developments. 6. Jewish heroes of World War II. A remarkable yet often overlooked aspect of World War II is the role of Jewish soldiers in the Allied forces. Approximately 550,000 Jewish men and women served in the U.S. Armed Forces during the war. They fought on both the European and Pacific fronts, with around 10,000 making the ultimate sacrifice. Many Jewish soldiers were involved in the liberation of concentration camps, adding a deeply personal dimension to their fight against Nazi Germany. Their bravery and contributions are a testament to the resilience and courage of those who face the horrors of war while confronting their own personal tragedies. 7. The Battle of the Bulge. The Battle of the Bulge, fought in the Ardennes forest during the winter of 1944 to 1945, was one of the most significant and brutal battles of World War II. Over 80,000 American soldiers faced the harsh winter conditions and fierce German attacks. Despite being heavily outnumbered and under constant assault, the American troops held their ground and repelled the final major German offensive of the war. The battle's harsh conditions and high casualties highlight the extraordinary courage and determination of the soldiers who fought there. 8. The Siege of Leningrad. The Siege of Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, was one of the longest and deadliest sieges in history. Lasting for 872 days, it saw Axis forces, including German and Finnish troops, surround the city, cutting off supplies and causing extreme hardship for the inhabitants. The siege led to severe starvation and suffering, with the death toll surpassing that of both American and British soldiers combined. 9. Japan's balloon bombs. During World War II, Japan deployed around 9,000 balloon bombs across the Pacific Ocean. These balloons carried incendiary devices intended to start fires and cause panic in the U.S. One such balloon led to fatalities in Oregon, marking the only balloon-related deaths in U.S. history. The use of these silent, drifting bombs is a chilling example of how war can extend its reach and impact unsuspecting civilians far from the battlefront. The story of Japan's balloon bombs underscores the global scale of conflict and the innovative yet terrifying methods employed during the war. 10. The swastika's history. The swastika is an ancient symbol with a complex history. It was used for thousands of years in various cultures, including those of Native American tribes and the Indus Valley Civilization. Originally, it symbolized harmony, prosperity, and good fortune. However, the swastika's adoption by the Nazi regime drastically changed its meaning, turning it into a symbol of hate and oppression. Understanding the swastika's historical significance before its association with World War II provides insight into how symbols can be transformed by political and social forces. And there you have it, the lesser-known World War II anecdotes that will leave you dumbfounded. As we reflect on the past, we salute the brave men and women who fought for our liberties. Their stories demonstrate the resiliency of the human spirit and serve as a reminder that hope exists even in the darkest of circumstances. Join us next time as we find more secret histories and solve past mysteries. Until then, continue to explore, learn, and remember the sacrifices that shaped our planet. The war may be gone, but its legacy continues through us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.